Kimerayvonne. Welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail, I'm going to be talking all about my piercings and tattoos today. I get so many questions about my piercings, how I picked what I wanted, how much it costed, did it hurt, how do I take care of it. So I'm going to be answering all of that in this video today. I'm going to be talking about them in the order in which I got them. Well, I know there's going to be one person in the comments to be like,
"Where are her parents? Why are your parents letting you do all of this stuff?"
It's just not your business. So let's get right into the video. The very first piercing that I got obviously was my very first lobe. Got that when I was a baby, so I don't really remember it. Can't tell you how it felt or anything. Okay, so I got my second hole in the 5th grade, and I told my mom I wanted to be a trendsetter and I had to get it before all my other friends because they wanted it too, I guess. So I went to Claire's, got my second hole. The lobe doesn't feel like much but a pinch, so it didn't hurt that bad. I don't really remember the healing process because I was 10, but I did use the little Claire's cleaning solution that they give everyone, and I just used that and it was fine. Lobes aren't that hard to heal, so yeah. Fast forward to 7th grade, my piercing was a cartilage. So, well, my first cartilage. So I got my cartilage pierced for a birthday, I believe. Once again, I told my mom that I wanted to be a trendsetter so bad because then everybody wanted a cartilage and I wanted to get it before everybody else. So she got tired of me asking her, and so went to Claire's once again. Biggest mistake of my life, biggest mistake ever. I went to Claire's and I got my 2 cartilages pierced at the top. I love those piercings so much. I feel like I look like a little cow with the little rings in the ear. I just love my cartilages to death. That was by far my favorite piercing, but I started to have issues with it. They would get swollen, pussy, disgusting. It just seemed like they never healed, but like the pain would come and go where it would get better and worse. And I loved my cartilages so much that I wanted to get another one. So my first cartilages never really healed, but the pain was sort of on and off. So sometimes it would be okay and sometimes it would be like painful to even touch it. Like it would hurt so bad. So I just kind of let those heal on their own. And my freshman year of high school, I decided that I wanted to get a double cartilage because it's just the cutest thing ever to me. So I asked my mom if I could get it for my good grades or something like that. So once again, I went to Claire's. Double mistake. My second time making the same mistake. I went back to Claire's and I got my lower 2 cartilages pierced, and same thing. It healed horribly. I even went to the doctor one time and she had to take them out of my ears because the earring was like inside my ear. They really just never healed. Now they have like keloids over them, all because I got them pierced with a gun. So I'm going to be getting them removed soon, but that is by far my piercing mistake, and I feel like so many people make that mistake. My cartilages are just ruined because of that, and that was actually my favorite piercing. Like the double cartilage was so cute on me. I don't know if I have any videos with them, but I don't wear them anymore because the bump is too big for me to even have an earring in it. So I don't wear my cartilage earrings anymore. So fast forward to my sophomore year in high school, and I really wanted a belly ring. A belly ring was just always so cute to me. It was something that I always wanted, and since I was 16, I really just felt like I was of age to have a belly ring. It took so much convincing for me to convince my parents, and finally one day they just gave in and decided to let me get it done. So I went to Red Octopus and it was $35, not that expensive. I got it done. There is a video of me getting that done if you guys want to see it. I got that done. Didn't hurt too bad, but that was my first piercing with a needle, so I didn't really know what to expect, so I was more scared of the needle than anything. But on a scale of 1 to 10, it was maybe like a 7 or 6. The piercing didn't hurt that bad, and this was by far my easiest piercing to heal. All I did was the antibacterial soap and the Neosporin or bacitracin ointment on it every time I cleaned it, and it was fine. I love my belly ring to death. My next piercing that I got was my tragus right here. I decided I wanted to get my tragus pierced, and I went to Red Octopus the day before my birthday, December 23rd. And once again, it was a $35 piercing. It didn't hurt. The only thing was pressure. But by that time, I was kind of like hip to the game of how this whole piercing thing went and how the pain was. So I kind of knew what to expect. So I got it pierced. Didn't hurt that bad. Only thing was it stung after. But afterwards, it was fine. Cleaned it with the antibacterial soap and bacitracin ointment like they tell you to. I got it changed in 2 months, I believe. So by this point, I'm pretty much a pro with my piercings, and I understand that I shouldn't have got my piercing done with a gun, that the Claire's cleaning solution is probably nothing but soap and water, and it's a waste of time. Also, how to heal the whole little piercing pimples, that whole situation. So if I would have known what I know now, I probably would have been able to help my cartilages, but I didn't, so it's fine. It's really fine. So now we're at my first tattoo. So I knew that I wanted a tattoo. My parents weren't really like totally opposed to it like how most parents are, but I took it more serious than they did. Like, I knew that my first tattoo needed to be something that was extremely important to me. I was not just gonna go out and get "I love my mom" or something like that tattooed on me. I wanted it to be something that was extremely important to me. So I spent so much time thinking about this tattoo. Like, I'm such an indecisive person. It took me about 2 months on its own to figure out what I wanted to get. The very first thing that I got tattooed was a sunflower. Sunflowers just seem to be recurring in my life. I love flowers in general, but the sunflower really just stuck out to me because it signifies so many different things. The sun, growth, warmth. I really just love the flower in general. And then I decided that I wanted to get words as well. Now, when choosing the words, I knew that I didn't want to get a Bible verse or something that just seemed cliche to me that everyone else had. So I knew immediately that I wanted a Kehlani quote. I had so many quotes in mind, but for me, Kehlani has just been such a special person in my life. Music is so important to me, and her music has helped me through so many things, and I've literally transitioned through every period of my life with her. So when it came time for me to pick a quote that I felt like has signified my growth, I knew that it would be from her. I wrote down, "You should be here, stay bright, a woman like the sun should always stay bright," and a couple of other quotes. And I spent a lot of time just thinking about what those quotes meant to me, if that was something that I wanted to have on my body for the rest of my life. And I asked my parents, you know, which one they felt was better. So my parents picked "A woman like the sun should always stay bright." If you guys don't know what song that comes from, it comes from "Bright" by Kehlani, and it's basically her song talking about how you always have to stay positive in life and how life will put you through a lot, but you really just have to stay bright and stay positive. So that's why I chose "A woman like the sun should always stay bright," just meaning no matter what you're going through, stay bright, stay positive, stay uplifted. And to me, that went perfect with the sunflower because the sunflower is all about the sunshine. So put those two together and you get that tattoo. So I really just loved that tattoo because I felt like it was so unique to me, my situation. It's not something that somebody else will have going down the street. But first, I got this sunflower tattooed. I also went to Red Octopus for this. Took me 5 hours, y'all. 5 hours to get this sunflower tattooed, and it hurt so bad. It was like a pain I've never felt before. 5 hours of my life sitting in that chair. So once the sunflower was done and he was about to start with "A woman like the sun should always stay bright," I was like, I can't do it. Coming back another time, I can't. So I went back about 2 weeks later and got the words tattooed. That only took like 15 minutes, and that one didn't hurt too bad. I was fine afterwards. As far as healing, I just wash it in the shower every day and then put the bacitracin ointment on it, and it seemed to heal pretty fast. Okay, so the next piercing that I got is my daith, and that is by far my favorite piercing. I just feel like it's so cute. So that piercing was so spur of the moment. I don't even remember why I was in Red Octopus. I was going to get my cartilage re-pierced, and she was basically saying that's not a good idea. So instead of doing, because I had already paid to get a cartilage pierced, so instead I just got my dates. My dad didn't care. He was like, it's fine. So got that done. And then that was by far my most painful piercing. I don't really think it hurt, but it was more so a lot of pressure, because the daith is like a big piece of skin, I guess you can say. So it was a lot of pressure for her trying to get the needle through, but the healing process was pretty easy. Since it's inside of my ear, I can't really feel it, so it was pretty easy for me to heal. And now I have a really cute earring in it. It's a heart. So I love it. It's so cute. I get so many compliments on it. So my daith and my tragus are probably my favorite two piercings. So surprisingly, that's it for all my piercings. Now on to my third tattoo. So this tattoo is a matching tattoo that I have with my mother. I really do like this tattoo because it makes me think of her anytime that I see it. But we decided that we were going to get tattoos of hearts on our wrists. I wanted it to be somewhere that I can always see it and think of her. So yeah, we decided to go for a heart. It looks like this. It's probably going to be upside down on camera, but when my arm is straight, you can see it. So many people ask me, like, is this Sharpie? And I'm like, no, it's a tattoo. It's not Sharpie. So this is my tiny ear tattoo, but I think it's so cute. Now every time I look at it, I'm just like, this is the cutest thing on the face of this earth. This one took literally 5 or 10 minutes, but to me it didn't hurt that bad, because after my sunflower, I felt like I was prepared for anything tattoo wise. So it didn't really hurt that bad to me. This one took a little bit longer to heal. I don't know why, but it looked crustier for a lot longer. But once it was healed, it was fine. That is all 11 of my piercings and 3 tattoos. Yeah, it's a lot. That's a lot. Not even gonna lie, it's a lot. Stay tuned for the second video that I have coming out this week, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.